everybody. Welcome to our Happy Healthy Guts. Today I want to show you how to make this delicious chocolate truffles. You can see them here. They're really delicious. They're lovely looking and they won't take more than 5 minutes to make, which it's always great. We are going to start with half a cup of melted chocolate chips. I do like to use 100% cocoa chocolate chips. So we're going to start with half a cup. I just melted them in the microwave. However, if you don't like to use the microwave, you can also melt your chocolate chips or chocolate buttons in a water bath in the cooker. So there we go, half a cup of melted chocolate chips. If you don't have 100% cocoa, I do recommend that you use something that is at least 70% cocoa because it will have less sugar. However, my preferred option is 100% cocoa. Our next ingredient is going to be a quarter of a cup of melted coconut oil or butter. Again, this is completely optional, so it can be your preferred fat, either a quarter cup of melted butter, or in this case, I'm using a quarter cup of coconut oil. Our next ingredient is going to be a quarter of a cup of powdered erythirol. If you don't have powdered erythirol, all you need to do is get your regular granulated erythritol, put it in the blender, make sure the blender is dry, blend it on high speed for about 30 seconds, and you will get powdered sugar or powdered erythritol. So it's not complicated at all. We're just going to mix it up. And at this point, I'm just going to add a little pinch of sea salt. And we're going to go for our flavoring. So if you can see in the description, we call this chocolate truffles 3 ways. And that's because you can choose which flavor you want to make these truffles. The 3 different flavors are delicious. You can go with just vanilla extract, which it's really nice. It just brings up the flavor from the chocolate. It doesn't overpower the chocolate, and it's really nice. Another option is that you can use peppermint or mint extract. All of the recipes for our extracts are in the page as well. Since we don't like to use store-bought extracts, we make our own peppermint, vanilla, and the last one, which is the one that I'm going to be using today because I'm making chocolate orange truffles, is orange extract. Very easy to make. You just need a bottle of vodka, the peel of 4 oranges, let it in for at least 6 to 8 weeks, and you will get the most delicious orange extract. No added sugars, no added artificial flavoring. So I'm going to go for orange, and that's going to be 1 teaspoon of the orange extract. Then we are going to add half a cup of cocoa powder. Again, making sure that it's unsweetened cocoa powder and that it doesn't have anything added, just pure cocoa. That's 1/4. So we need a half a cup of cocoa powder. And this is going to bring the intensity of the flavor of the chocolate. And lastly, we're going to use half a cup of almond flour or ground almonds, or 1/3 of a cup of coconut flour, if that's what you have at home. When using coconut flour in recipes that call for almond flour, all you need to do is reduce the percentage of the coconut flour that you're using. In this case, it's 1/2 cup of almond flour, but if I was using coconut flour, all you need to use is 1/3 of a cup of coconut flour. I'm just going to mix this. It's going to start to get quite thick, like a paste. And you can see all the cocoa powder flying around our happy, healthy God's kitchen. I just want to show you, because the consistency starts to get quite dense. So you just have to make sure that you're mixing well. From this mixture, you will get 12 to 14 truffles. You don't want to make them too big because the flavor is quite rich. That's perfect. That's my mix now. And what we are going to do next is we're going to use our hands to roll this little truffles. If you have a little scoop, if you don't have an ice cream scoop, you can just use a teaspoon. I'm going to make a little scoop, put it in my hand, and then just roll it. The texture of your dough should be one that it's really easy to roll. And I'm going to start placing my truffles on a tray. As you can see, making the actual truffle is really simple, really delicious ingredients. Here we go, another one. Start with the other one. And I'm going to start working on the cover for my truffles. I'm going to rinse my hands. For the cover, and actually, I must say, if you do not want to cover them, you could just leave them as they are, place them in the fridge for 30 minutes, and they will be perfect. However, if you want to make them that little bit more indulgent, I'm going to add 1/4 of a cup of my 100% cocoa chocolate chips. I'm going to place these in the microwave for 1 minute. Again, if you don't want to use the microwave, you don't have to use the microwave. You can just melt your chocolate chips in a water bath in your cooker or your stove. So we're working away. I mean, this is really quick to make. And I can really get the smell coming through from the chocolate, but also the smell coming through from the orange extract, which is fresh, and it just combines so well with the chocolate, because the chocolate is quite intense. Since it's dark chocolate, the orange will bring it to that extra level of deliciousness. Peppermint is a fantastic flavor as well if you like mint and chocolate, really delicious too. So it's a great alternative as well. Something that you could do, and sometimes I do for our family, is you can make the base just with vanilla extract and then split it into two, and then you can make different flavors such as orange or peppermint, and some just plain. I'm going to get the chocolate chips. I believe they're now melted. Perfect. They don't need more than a minute. Just going to mix it up. So you have this shiny, delicious chocolate cover. And I have here just a tray with some baking paper or non-stick paper, and I'm going to take each of the truffles, place them in the bowl, and then with the help of a fork I'm going to take it out. Look at the shine and the gloss. I'm going to place them in the tray, and we're going to do that with all of them. Just cover them, place them in the tray. I mean, this is really quick to make. Children love making these too. They love, as long as, you know, they're supervised by an adult, because the chocolate is hot. And when you finish covering your truffles with the dark chocolate, you're just going to place these in the refrigerator for at least 30 minutes. Or if you want to place them in the freezer, it would only take 10 minutes. And as a result, you're going to get this delicious, really rich. They're crunchy on the outside, but yet chewy and delicious. On the inside, they are rich. They have all the antioxidants from the cocoa. They have the lovely healthy fats from the almonds and the coconut oil or the butter, if that's what you decided to use. They are completely sugar-free and you're going to love them. They do keep best in the fridge. So once you've made them, just put them in a airtight container and you can keep them in the fridge for up to a week. The texture will change if the weather is very hot, if you keep them outside. So it's best to keep them in the fridge, take them out maybe 10-15 minutes before you're going to eat them, and I'm sure that you will enjoy them. Do let me know if you make them. Do let me know if you tried different flavors or which of the flavors that I recommended you tried and what's your favorite. And I hope that you have a wonderful day and happy cooking. Bye.